Hey everybody, are you wondering what's going on in the Phoenix real estate market? I've got the details for you. Hit the subscribe button, buckle up, let's go. All right, so let's just jump right into it. Our active listings are up in Phoenix 142.6% over this time last year, currently sitting at just over 3,700 listings just for the city of Phoenix. But our sold listings are only down 42.2% in comparison. And our median sale price per square foot is finally showing signs of normalization. And we're sitting at 5.3% increase over this time last year in the city of Phoenix as an average. Our median price per square foot is just over $268 per square foot. Our months of supply is up a lot over this time last year. It's up 320% over this time last year, currently sitting at 3.39 months of supply. That's like 2.5 weeks step inside seller's market territory, but not every price point is a seller's market. So wait till the end and watch to the end to make sure you get those details. Our median days on market, now this sounds scary, is up 91.7% over this time last year. But actually, we're still sitting at a median days on market of 46 days. In an even stable market, we would be at 90 days. So what that says is that if the homes are priced appropriately, if they are marketed appropriately and to the most likely potential buyer for that home, then it's going to sell. It's going to sell quickly. It takes about 30 days to close a deal here in the Valley. And so if you subtract that 30 days from the 46, on average, that 46 days, you should be left with 16 days left. You really, in theory, in a few weeks, should be off the market if your home is marketed appropriately. If you've gone 46 days with no showings, no offers, there's your sign. All right, so let's jump right into it. Like I promised, let's break it down by price point. Our price points vary wildly across the Valley. And these price points are not going to be the same for Paradise Valley or Scottsdale or Cave Creek or Carefree or Peoria or wherever it is that you're looking. So we're going to focus just on Phoenix. And in the $0 to $100,000 price range, you are in a very hot seller's market at 1.58 months of supply. That's red hot, not white hot like last year when we had less than 3 weeks worth of inventory, but red hot. Now, when we get to the $100,000 to $200,000 price range, we're at a more average, stable seller's market at just over 3 months worth of inventory. So take away that 30 days that it takes to close, should take about 8 weeks to sell your home. Now, the $200,000 to $300,000 price range, we are at 2.25 months of supply. So roughly about 9 weeks. And that is not a bad place to be. All things considered, in about 45 days, that house should be under contract and hopefully gone. And then when we look at the $300,000 to $500,000 price range, we're at just under 3.5 months worth of inventory. So about 2 weeks inside of seller's market territory. You're not going to see lots of multiple offers or anything like that. You're only going to see homes sell for about 97 to 98% of list price, depending on the property in the area. And you're not going to see buyers really giving up a lot in terms of what they're willing to put up with or pay for. And in fact, you may even find yourself paying some closing costs in that price range. It's also the same for the $500,000 to $700,000 price range and the $700,000 to $1 million price range. So those are all sitting right at about 3.5 months worth of inventory. So it's a seller's market, but it's not absurd. It's not crazy. It's not red hot by any means. You're looking for that one good offer where the buyer and the seller can really meet in the middle and have a meeting of the minds and have a contract that's beneficial to everybody. Then we look at the $1 to $3 million price range. This price range, compared to some other parts of the Valley, I'm surprised is not a higher month of supply. You're at 4.11 months of supply. So it's not technically a seller's market, but it's very close. Remember, anything 4 months or less is a seller's market. So being not even a week outside of that mark, you're very close, and it's going to be taking you about 90 days probably to sell your home if everything is even Steven the way, it should be. And then where really we have this huge jump and where this is really getting rough for sellers is over $3 million mark. There are 31 months worth of supply. So if no new homes came on the market over $3 million in Phoenix, it would take almost 3 years to sell them all. That's how much it has dropped. However, if we compare it to this time last year, there was only 6.5 months of inventory this time last year. But while those may be skewed, we need to look at the number of transactions and the number of listings in that price point. Last year, we had 20 listings over $3 million and 3 of them sold. Okay. This year we have 31, so only 11 more, but only 1 sold. And so that tells you this price point, and it should be no shock to anybody, but this price point tends to have a much lower buyer pool than the average run-of-the-mill entry-level home. And so when you're going to market, when you're thinking about marketing your home, and if it's over $3 million, you better make sure everything about your property is as good as it can be. And if it's not, you better adjust the price pretty aggressively to compensate if you want that home to sell. If you're wondering what your home would sell for in today's market, or if you're looking to buy a home in Phoenix and you want to know what's happening in the zip code you're looking in, go ahead and give me a call at 480-717-9405 or visit my website at dustimartinrealtor.com.